at 1 o'clock every Monday for 8 straight months. Little's Lanes in Great Falls stays loud and packed inside the bowling alley.
10, yeah, woo!
Over 60 men and women, a part of 16 teams, are dropping bowling balls and knocking down pins on all of the lanes.
I have been bowling about 63 years, and I just love it.
Della Johnson competes in the Little's Lanes Senior Bowling League. Bowlers in this league are in their early 50s and higher. Della is
83 years old. I throw a really straight ball. You hold the ball, get your steps, and I take 4 steps, and then I throw the ball and try to hit my mark.
It works for her too, as she knocks all 10 pins down for a strike. There are more seniors using their spare time to bowl, including the Christensens.
I started when I was 8 years old, and I'll be 88 in 2 weeks.
89.
89.
I'm 83.
Shirley and Merle bowl on the same team.
I always tell everybody it's his fault that I started to bowl. Never been in a bowling alley before I met him. We've been married 66 years. So he was bowling all the time. If I'm going to see him, I got to bowl.
They're competitive too.
Well, always.
She's beaten me lately.
Oh, poor baby.
Not by much, but a little bit.
And this is Elmer Richards.
Well, in November 20th, I'll be 93. I'm 92 now.
He's the oldest bowler in the senior league.
I don't think that my age is handicapping me. I'm on the backside of 100, you know, and I plan on bowling as long as I can.
It's fun. It's something to do. It gets us out of the house instead of sitting around doing nothing.
That's what's kept me active physically, is the fact I keep bowling. Sometimes I say I can't walk, but I can bowl.
And these seniors keep their age as just what it is, a number.
We are full proof that it doesn't make any difference how old you are. If you have the urge and the ability to still motivate, then let's go bowl.
And I love it. I'll never quit until I can make it here.
Reporting in Great Falls, Alexis Hatfield, SWX Montana. Sitting behind the drum set inside Belt High School's band room, flipping her hair while she plays a beat, is junior percussionist Emily Langston. She's the only female drummer in the Belt Pep Band this year.
When you're drumming, your heart gets racing. There's adrenaline to drumming.
But being a percussionist isn't the only thing she does. She's also a member of the cheerleading squad. And on game day, drum roll, she cheers and drums.
I have been doing both since freshman year. Sometimes I feel like I work harder drumming than I do cheerleading because you're just in it and you're passionate. It's a love of mine.
But the big question is, how does she do it?
Magic. It's a lot of feeling out the situation. You need to find out where you're needed, because now we have a younger drummer who can also drum, so sometimes I have him doing it and then I can be cheering, but so it's a lot of give and take.
Pep band leader Jessica Williamson remembers when she first met Emily.
I'm a female percussionist, and I was like, that's amazing, I love this.
A-T-T-A-C-K!
But when she discovered she was a cheerleader too, she wondered how it would work out.
I was a little curious too. I was like, so how do you do that? And she goes, well, I kind of just bounce around between the two. So whatever you need me for, I'm there. And then when they need me to cheer, I'm there. I was like, what if we need you at the same time? But normally the cheering takes priority because I have other drummers.
Emily is one of 6 cheerleaders who are also in the band. And cheerleading coach Jackie Newman says she sets a good example for the entire school.
She's such a great role model for not just the cheerleaders or the pep band members, but for all the rest of the students, knowing that they don't have to just do one thing, that they can do it all. And this type of environment allows for that.
While cheering and drumming at games have become a norm for Emily, sometimes she turns heads when she isn't performing at Belt.
A lot of when you go traveling to tournaments, a lot of people are like, whoa, like what's happening? So more other schools, people here are used to it. To me, it's just, I'm doing band and I'm doing cheerleading. It's just two things I love and they just happen to be together.
And Emily will keep being Emily, smiling and showing off her bubbly personality while cheering on Belt High School and drumming her way through the season, trying to not skip a beat. Heather Sook has grit. She's a fighter and also a believer, even when the odds are against her. The senior Valier volleyball setter also plays from a place within.
I play with my heart.
But not just figuratively. Heather does this literally, as she suffers from a heart condition called
AV nodal reentry tachycardia.
A long and complex medical term to describe how her heart can go out of control in a very short period of time.
It makes so my resting heart rate goes up to like 222 beats per minute in just a split second, and it'll be like that for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then it'll go back down to like 60 or something like that. And it just wears me out. Like after that happens, I'm done.
Teammate Mariah Stoltz can remember the first time she found out that Heather was having issues with her heart.
I remember freshman year her coming up and saying, my heart's beating like really fast. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do, because you don't hear of many people complaining of that often, saying, my heart's beating fast. It's like not slowing down. It's beating faster than it should.
Kayla Morrell has coached Heather since she was a freshman. Even though she's learned to recognize when Heather's experiencing difficulties with her heart, it's still not easy for her to witness.
Watching as a coach, it's scary because you don't want anything like that to happen to your players. So she lets me know on the court. She'll just look at me and usually she pats her chest, and that's kind of our signal, like my heart's gone off. I need to come out. So we'll sub her out real quick. And we usually sit her on the bench. Her face is usually as red as a cherry because it drains every ounce of energy she has.
Well, when I'm on the court, I'm not thinking about my heart. I'm thinking about the game.
Heather says she's dealt with her heart problems for a long time and says it really didn't become an issue until she was playing sports in 5th grade. In June of 2015, she had her first heart surgery.
It didn't work. It's going off constantly all the time, even when I'm just like sitting here. It'll start going off just randomly.
And next month, she'll have another one. And she's already talking about playing more sports right after her recovery.
I'm getting the next surgery December 23rd, so it's coming up. And the recovery time's only a week, so I'll be cleared for basketball. I want to be there for the team so that they can do better too. So it's like, yeah, I have an issue, but everybody has issues.
Heather's positive outlook has inspired her teammates.
It makes you like kind of take control of yourself, be like mentally tougher on yourself. If someone else can struggle with that and do it without complaining, you can do it easily without complaining.
And she's also inspired her coach so much, even talking about her brought her to tears.
She has been awesome. I'm gonna get emotional. It's been fun having her all 4 years, and it's been a pleasure.
While Heather keeps pushing through her tribulations, she always finds time to uplift and encourage others.
Well, I say just live life to the fullest. Like, you need to live every second in the second.
Heather will continue to push forward as a Valier Panther, leaving all of her heart on the volleyball court.